committees. And in addition to being a founding member of the Young Leadership Group and co-chair of the membership committee, she's also on the advisory board of the Greater El Paso Chamber of Commerce, and we are most grateful for her leadership. She's also served as a trustee of the YWCA Foundation Board. So please join me in welcoming Emma and the beginning of our panel. Thank you.
So I think we always have to be able to ad-lib a little bit. Our panelists are supposed to be up here, as you can see, but I think they're still enjoying their meal. So if you'll just bear with us, that would be great. Thank you, Ms. Walker, for that introduction, and to the Chamber for this organizing this wonderful event, the first ever State of the Life Sciences address. Thank you to you all for being here today to take some time to learn about the important effort that we're trying to pursue here and support this effort. And to our distinguished panelists who are here representing 5 of the region's research institutions, thank you very much for your engagement. I also want to take this opportunity to recognize La Universidad Autónoma de Ciudad Juárez and El Tecnológico de Monterrey de Chihuahua, who crossed the border today and traveled many miles to be with us. Dr. Daniel Constante Cortés, Director del Instituto de Ciencias Biomédicas, Aruba CJ, gracias por venir. And Dr. Carla Bustamante, Dean of the Center for Technology and Research in Biomedicine at the Tec de Monterrey, Chihuahua. Gracias por todo y por trabajar con nosotros. UACJ and the Tec de Monterrey are indispensable to our region's proliferating life sciences community. As our partners and colleagues, they bring incredibly important contributions to this effort, and we hope that next year or in the following year when we do this again, that they can present. Collaborate regionally to compete globally. If you leave here today with any message, that's the message we want you to have. Not only have Texas Tech, UTEP, UT Houston School of Public Health, Fort Bliss, and NMSU come together here today to share with you their efforts and successes in life sciences. It's important to note how much collaboration is going on now between these institutions, and that's resulting in expanded educational opportunities, translational research projects, and the beginning of promising efforts to commercialize innovations developed here in our region, often the result of interinstitutional collaboration. We talk about regionalization a lot around here, and I'm really proud that life sciences is leading the way in this effort. I won't spend too much time discussing the excellence represented by our panelists today. They'll do that for you in a moment, much better than I could. What I will say is that if you look at their tireless efforts at building state-of-the-art facilities, recruiting and growing incredible talent, fostering cultures of innovation and excellence, and if you look at the work of this collective body, you can see that our region is poised to become a biomedical powerhouse at the global level. This collaborative mindset in the biosciences has been singled out by as a very positive element of what we have happening here by representatives of the National Institutes of Health, as well as others. I've had several calls from consultants around the United States representing communities who are trying to find out what El Paso is doing to move forward so successfully. Collaboration has proven to be a key element. Good for us. So now that our region has the attention of state, national, and global leaders, what is the role of the business community? Everyone must participate to ensure the success of this life sciences renaissance. We need to put a powerful thrust behind launching this world-class biomedical industry in the Paso del Norte region that will result in improved economic development through the highest skilled, high-wage jobs, and a pyramid of high and low-skilled jobs needed to support those highest skilled jobs. It will also result in improved health status for the community through a scientific focus on the health matters that are important to our region, as well as jobs and education, which are often the best indicators of health. Pursuing medical research and commercialization as an economic engine is at the forefront of discussion of the world's top leaders. It's not a distant dream for us. It will be a reality if we pursue it aggressively. Last year, the Obama administration printed the National Bioeconomy Blueprint. This blueprint outlines steps that agencies will take to drive the bioeconomy, or the economic activity related to science and innovation in the biosciences. To support this, currently, there's an all-time high of Americans pursuing advanced degrees in science and engineering, and we're following suit there. Science journals and mainstream media alike are publishing articles that label academic health centers as a model for 21st century job creation and sustainable economic growth. One article from the LA Times, published about a year ago about Pittsburgh's manufacturing industry, says that the manufacturing industry has been replaced by the healthcare industry as its economic powerhouse. For us, I don't envision healthcare replacing our manufacturing capabilities in the region. I see healthcare leveraging our manufacturing through biomanufacturing and vice versa. I see our geographical position at the center of the Americas, and I see our demographics, military, border, and Hispanic populations, as being pivotal ingredients to our success and standing out as a biosciences community. In pursuit of that vision, it's with great pleasure that I now discuss with you the Biomedical Institute of the Americas, or BMIA, a subsidiary of the MCA Foundation. We formally launched this effort by creating the subsidiary and hiring our first employee, Stephen Vogelweed. I hope you all have an opportunity to work with Stephen soon. He's a great example of an expat coming back to El Paso who is very talented. We should really try as a community to pursue this effort at bringing back some of the amazing talent that we produce. We're also in the process of planning the first ever regional biosciences biomedical research symposium. It'll be held on October 26th at the Camino Real Hotel. The symposium will feature research from all of the research groups and institutions that are represented here today, as well as our partners in Mexico. The goal of the symposium is to give researchers an opportunity from the region to become familiar with each other's work. And most importantly, we hope it will spin out some new collaborative projects that may eventually lead to new biomedical startups. The BMIA will award at the symposium four $10,000 research collaboration grants to promote interinstitutional, interdisciplinary collaboration aimed at creating biomedical innovations to fill our innovation pipeline. We recently secured the keynote speaker for that event, Dr. Greg Kovacs. He's a professor of electrical engineering at Stanford University, and he has a courtesy appointment in the Department of Medicine. He's the director of medical device technologies for the Astrobionics program at the NASA Ames Research Center, and he's a principal investigator for the NASA Stanford National Center for Space Biological Technologies. What an appropriate person to excite our region's researchers on all the possibilities we have. And now to another very exciting announcement for us. Officially, after a national search and many, many months of recruiting, we finally sealed the deal with our new executive director of the Institute, Albert DiRienzo. He will be relocating to El Paso from Syracuse, New York. He has an incredible background in IT, defense, and biomedical diagnostics and devices. Most recently, he formed and ran Blue Highway, the innovation engine for Welch Allyn that was acquired by Syracuse University. He has top-level security clearance with the government and is an expert in mass forensics. He's given testimony to the U.S. Congress on a variety of matters such as biomanufacturing, an important element of the Institute's plan for our industry. Albert starts work with the Institute on June 3rd, yet he's already spent tireless hours on weekends and evenings helping us hone our vision for the Institute. We're thrilled that we're able to recruit the talent we need to lead this effort. I can't wait for you to meet him and to welcome him and his wife to our region. In closing, I want to thank the City of El Paso for the truly visionary grant that it gave to the MCA through the Impact Fund. It has given the MCA the wings it needed to implement the grand plans to launch a biomedical industry in this region with the pizzazz we needed to really make a difference. I also want to thank all the directors of the MCA Foundation, MCA Tech Park Inc., and BMIA. These directors put in tireless hours, volunteer hours, and dollars towards setting the right strategy, hiring the right leadership, and ensuring the financial and reputational integrity of the MCA. Nothing would get accomplished without great staff, so thank you to the staff of the MCA, as well as the teams that we are building to develop the MCA Research Building. Now let me allow you to introduce you to our first panelists, who are leading the biomedical efforts at their institutions. Roberto Osegueda and Robert Kirkin are here representing the University of Texas at El Paso. Dr. Osegueda is a civil engineer. His research interests have focused on several multidisciplinary fields, including non-destructive damage evaluation of structures, experimental and analytical modal analysis, semi-active control of structures, effects of overweights on bridges, routing of overweight vehicles, GIS, laser methodologies for inspecting structures, artificial neural networks, and data fusion methodologies to process NDE information. Dr. Osegueda is here today to present Dr. Kirkin, who was recently appointed the Dean over UTEP's College of Sciences. Welcome, Dr. Osegueda.
Thank you, Emma. It is